Hey, this is John Carlos. Now, I love Clone Wars. In particular, I really like Cad Bane. And I really like clone troopers, so I think it's awesome that there is a Cad Bane in DENAL Disguise 1/6 scale figure, which I'm going to review for you guys. So let's take a closer look at this packaging. And it does have a little magnetic thing here on the side that connects. We can just open this up and see that inside. Now this is the Sideshow exclusive version, which comes with an exclusive base that's unique to this figure. So that all just sort of popped out. I'm having a hard time getting this figure to stand, and that's because, well, one, his left joint is a little loose there at the ankle, but two, you can see the ankle joint is all the way at the very, very back of the shoe. Like, it's not, it'd be cool if it was kind of placed a little bit further up, but it's all the way at the back. There's not even a 1/4 of an inch of plastic or anything to offset the weight to center it a bit. So right now, all the weight of the figure is on the very back of these shoes, and that's kind of annoying. Now, if you're getting this figure, there's going to be some armor sliding you're going to need to do. Like when I got mine, his thigh armor pieces were slid all the way down past his knees, so I had to kind of pull them up into a proper place because there was so much black exposed at the top of his leg. It looked weird. Also, you could see that the blue line should be going all the way down his arm, and his arm plates need to be slid around, which is no big deal, but just expect to have to, you know, do the work to line up everything like so. Now, the figure itself, aside from that little grievance about the ankle, so far I'm pretty happy with this. If we go in for a closer look at the helmet, I think the helmet turned out just flippin' awesome. Like, the detail on it's just great. First of all, you got the little visor piece that swings up and down, and it looks rad. But then the actual, like, quality of the paint job on it, like the markings, like DENAL's unique markings, look really, really cool. Also, not only does the white and the black and the gray look good, but like the use of red and also the dirtying of the helmet to give it the sort of battle-worn, not clean look. I think all the little kind of scoring and dirt on it looks just great. Not to mention the actual like sculpted details on it, like grooves on the side of his helmet. Like they did a great job translating the clone helmet into like, you know, a 3D toy environment, whatever. And the visor looks really, really cool too. I like the red, I like the gray, I like the little scratches in the paint. It looks cool. Not only was the bottom of the ankle joint loose where it connects to the shoe, but the joint itself doesn't actually move. Like, it's really tight. At least that one moved, so I did manage to get it into a pose where I can get it to stand. But I didn't get a closer look at all the little like nicks and dents in the paint of the figure as far as like what the armor damage is going to be, and also just the overall shading to kind of dirty up the armor. I think it looks really good. Like, I think Sideshow did a swell job, like, with all the little cuts and pieces into it. But what I really like is how dirty they make some of the areas in his stomach. I think the shading on this turned out just great. See if I can turn him around for you here. And hopefully he'll stand. Well, kind of. I'll just hold him. But you can see here just the way that the blue paint that would have originally been painted there is all kind of scratched and worn off. That looks really, really good. The way the wear and tear on the armor turned out. Also, like the details on the belt, the back of the armor, the little gray straps behind his knees. Also, the dirtying of his shoes. The shoes look really good and dirty. I think they did a great job with that. And here's a closer look at just the details on his belt, because I think the belt does look pretty dang cool. The sculpting on it, as far as like the design, is just great. And the little blue painted elements there. Exclusive to this figure from Sideshow is this figure stand base, which has this unique artwork on it. And you can plug in the arm like so, which I will then now use on the figure to help him stand better, because I'm definitely having some issues today with this. Now, you can pop off this head and put on the Cad Bane head, so we're going to try doing that now. Now I'm going to have to like tuck in the collar there a bit, but the head does pop on pretty easily. Aside from the base and alternate head, he comes with some pretty cool other accessories, like this backpack, which you can pop open. There's nothing inside it. It'd be cool if it came with, you know, a kyber crystal and a holocron, but oh well. At least all three of these tabs pop open and can snap right back on. And the design of this is really good. Again, it's got good little like war-torn like scarring to it, little scuffs and whatnot, and the straps look really cool. We'll put this on the figure in a bit. He also comes with the Clone Trooper rocket pack, which attaches magnetically. I love the blue paint on this. I think it looks pretty solid. It's a good design, so well done on that. It comes with two massive blasters. This one's huge, and it looks awesome. I guess technically it's like a big rifle, and again, the sculpt is great. The use of dark gray and then scratching it up with like silver paint looks awesome. And what also looks awesome is his smaller blaster, which is still pretty big, but the little details within the handle grip, the overall sculpt of it, the fact that, you know, this piece moves around. It's a great looking blaster. Now he also comes with a bunch of little like alternate hands and whatnot. He comes with, well, he starts with fist hands on the figure. Then he's got trigger finger hands. He's got the 2-finger point, single finger point, karate chop hands. He's got the thumbs up hands. He also comes with these alternate feet because the feet are flat, but these are pointed at an angle so you can get him in more action-y running poses. He's also got these relaxed palm hands. And lastly, he's got this like kind of 2-finger peace sign hand, which you can use to doink other figures in the eye. Like this. Doink. The backpack was really easy to put on the figure. The straps weren't a problem, and also the fact there's that little ridge in the back there gets it to stop on this lip on the inside of the backpack, so placement isn't an issue. Now the head here that we put on looks just freaking awesome. Like, it's got really good skin texture. Like, Sideshow has gotten really good at their sculpting and their painting of skin surfaces in the past few years. And I think this Cad Bane looks just awesome as far as his expression goes. Like, it's a pretty menacing looking face. It's got a lot of good personality. It captures his personality really well. I like the wrinkles, but I like the blue skin, and I like the little mixtures of different color blues to give it a more detailed face. But man, that scowl in his mouth, and the fact that you can kind of see his teeth a bit, the wrinkle in the middle there, and then also this sort of red plastic they used for his eyeball area, which gives it kind of like an eyeball sheen. Here's a closer look at his face. You can see that eyeball sheen that I was talking about, and also you can see his teeth right underneath his lips there, how detailed that is. Also, the back of his head has good like musculature. You can see like where the skin and the muscle is kind of stretching beneath the bone there and how they shaded that. I think that's a really, really good detail, and I'm glad that they included that in the back of the head. One of the many little things I like about this figure is it has a magnet in the back and a magnet inside the jetpack and the backpack, which allows them to connect to the back really easily. And I gotta say, it looks pretty good on there. The figure on the whole looks really, really cool. Like, if you're a DENAL fan, I think you're really gonna like this figure because it's a good clone figure. But also, if you're a Cad Bane fan, this is a really cool moment from the show, and I'm glad that they made a figure of it. I really like the value of this because you're basically getting like two figures in one. You're getting a clone, but you're also getting Cad Bane. And yeah, I'd like a regular Cad Bane figure with his actual outfit someday, but this was such a cool moment from the show, I'm glad they made this figure. One of the little things I like about this figure is all the alternate hands have their own wrist pegs included. This isn't like Hot Toys where there's a bunch of alternate empty hands with one set of wrist pegs and an extra set of wrist pegs. I like that this includes pegs on everything. Also, the articulation on this is pretty strong. Now, I complained earlier about the ankle joints, but once you get it on the figure stand, that's just fine. It's got really good range of motion. Like, I can get his arm all the way up into this, you know, gun holding pose. He's got good range of motion at the head, leg joints, torso. It's all really, really strong, which makes a really, really cool looking figure. If you're a fan of Cad Bane, which I am, I love this figure, and I think you will too, because it's a really good bang for your buck. Thanks for watching.